Welcome to our travel vlog.
Welcome
To our travel
to
vlog.
our travel vlog, Wandering Travelers. Anyways, this is going to be about Omega Mart, which we went to when we were in Vegas for our batch trip, which was fun. But Omega Mart, super cool.
Very cool.
Naptown Airport, baby.
It's my favorite part of the airport.
Why? Because of all the lights?
Yeah,
Oh.
it looks cool.
Okay, that's
Makes
fair.
me feel like traveling is right around the corner.
Yes, traveling. Speaking of the airport, we weren't aware of whenever you don't pick a seat for yourself, then they automatically pick one for yourself.
We didn't know that Southwest flights had open seating. We hadn't flown that way before, so me, the introvert, did not want to sit with strangers.
So I had to sit in the middle, of course, because she chose not to.
True.
So
It actually ended up okay. We sit together and people traveling with us got to sit right behind us, so it wasn't too bad, but it was anxiety-inducing anyway.
yeah, the person next to us was trying to sleep, and I was just moving around. So, you know. But hey, after the airport, we made it to Vegas, and of course, I had to surprise my fiance with a limo ride.
So that was such a cool surprise. We were just trying to catch an Uber and did not realize that this was what the plan was, so we had a much more comfortable ride into Vegas from the airport than I was expecting.
A
Very
celebrity
cool
ride.
surprise.
So, I don't know if you've ever been to an airport and you've gone down the escalator and they have a sign up that says your name. Yeah, that's VIP status. Or business, whatever.
Whatever.
Omega Mart. Save on name brands like Omega Point, now just $6.99. Plausible deniability, only $5.87. And done. No time for it? You're done. Just 2 for $10 or 3 for $7 when you spend $20 or more with a valid coupon. Limited to 1 coupon per customer. Price is good through December 12th. See in store for details. That's Omega Savings. That's Omega Mart.
Omega Mart, you have no idea what's in store for you.
So, with Omega Mart, it is inside a giant complex called Area 15. Outside of Area 15 is this nice little area, I guess, like statues and fun stuff you can check out for free, of course.
Yeah, obviously a play on Area 51 in Vegas, so it's heavy on the aliens and the extraterrestrials type vibe.
Hence aliens, but it's Area 15, not Area 51. So,
Yeah,
don't
so
get it
we're
twisted.
allowed to be in here, so.
Yes, and we're also allowed to play Jenga in here. So,
I was very afraid of having to clean all of that up. So when it started to fall, I panicked.
I'd say some of us are more scared than others, but it's okay.
I panicked. I left. And it was fine. Let the next person catch it.
Yes. Also with Area 15, you get this. Wasn't sure what it fully was. Some kind of vehicle with tons of exhaust and big wheels. I thought it was like a skeleton Batmobile, like the one in Dark Knight.
But it definitely was interactive, so you were allowed to climb in it, sit on it, and
Hence my
We did
lovely
that.
fiance getting her little espresso martini.
we
mind
did
you.
definitely start off the trip with espresso martinis at the early hours of like 8 a.m. But it was good.
Hey, when you start in Vegas, you start with espresso martinis.
Yes. This was like a cool mirrored room. I don't know what was going on there, but it was a cool trippy vibe in there.
Yeah, there's a little addition to it. Couldn't figure out how to escape it, but it's okay.
This is the actual entry into Area 15. So much cooler than a plain old door, right?
Yes. And as you see, my fiance was very excited.
Also, heavily enjoyed the espresso martinis. So
Heavily.
evidence here.
Wasn't sure what our friend was doing, spinning around, but. And then, ta-da! Area 15!
It was very cool. It was big, exciting in there. We were there super early in the morning, so a lot of things weren't open, but it still was cool just to walk around this area, even if you didn't explore any of the exhibits.
Yeah, like we definitely got there early, so nothing was really open other than Omega Mart. But if we would have got there later, everything obviously would have been open, but it would have been heavily crowded.
Yeah.
So, like, right now, there was only a couple people in there and a couple people in the line of Omega Mart.
we were going there for the sole purpose of just going to Omega Mart, so it didn't matter really that other things were closed. But if we go back again, it would be cool to see what some of the other things in there are.
Sun to shine right on you.
Chloe?
Glowy. Everything glows in there as well.
It does.
So if you ever go in there, you have some white shoelaces. Look down, it's pretty cool. Also, FYI, she's not a big Star Wars fan. So,
Not even a little one.
take that how you will. Leave what you want in the comments about it.
So here's some of the weird products that are for sale in Omega Mart. They're really funny. A lot of creative people have made these products.
Yes. I was doing some research on this, and so whenever they were first getting started, they were actually just using volunteers, like artists, to make some stuff, and then they put the stuff in their in the store. And then I don't know if I got any footage of it, but there's some people in lab coats. Back then, whenever they first started, the people in the lab coats were the people who made the art stuff.
Oh,
So
cool.
they were just like volunteering to be there.
Well, it definitely does have a lot of like lab core type places you can go. So it does have that the science vibe in the back.
Yeah. Which you'll see this later on, but
These were so funny. Obviously Campbell's soup, but it's Campbell's sop. I was cracking up. They're hilarious.
it might taste a little
Implied chicken.
might
makes me
taste a little
nervous.
wetter than regular soup because it's soft,
But super funny.
super funny. And they had tons.
They had a lot. Big display.
And then again, you can like purchase some things off of here, which we
Some
weren't.
of the things were for purchase.
Yeah, we weren't technically sure what was all able to be purchased, but everything was able to be picked up and looked at. So
I mean, it's definitely really expensive and silly stuff, like cute for souvenirs if you want
Yeah.
to go purchase things.
or if you want to purchase some tattooed turkey,
Tattooed chicken.
it'll look like a turkey.
A meat cake? Who doesn't want that?
I mean, with some chocolate eyes. Yum. I'm not a big fan of gelato, anything like that.
Jello molds.
Jello rolls.
Those were rough. They had rough stuff in there.
I'm a fan of some American meat, so.
Ew.
This stuff, I'm pretty sure was not purchasable. I think it was
No,
just
I
a
don't think
look.
so.
Like it has prices on there, but obviously $6 a pound for whatever that is. It's probably a lot.
It was definitely just like things that were packaged in like stuffies or bags, things like that. Not the meat counter or whatever this stuff
Although
is.
some of it looks pretty good.
No, it doesn't. None of this looks very good.
That kind of looks like ice.
Yeah, I don't know. They're putting it in their cups, so maybe it is like a
It
martini.
goes in our espresso martini.
Could have been. That explains a lot.
Yes.
Medium rare cake.
Uh,
I like it.
Win it out, brain it out.
Gross.
And then some
And she had a modesty salami,
salam.
so that's nice.
And whatever that is. Not the greatest.
Yeah, weird stuff in here. Secret entrances everywhere you look. There are all
Yes.
kinds of ways to get to other places.
So if you didn't already know, within Omega Mart is secret entrances. Various secret entrances. This was one of them, to be one of the coolers. I mean, it opens up into this room, and this is just like a piece of it.
Yeah, it opens up into like an office for this place, kind of.
Yeah.
But then when you keep going, it's much bigger.
Yeah, it just keeps opening up and keeps going. The color, I probably should have warned you, there is flashing lights in this, but they do a lot of color there, a lot of flashing lights there, but everything is like really cool and really big.
Weird, and also really weird.
Very weird as well, yeah. So there are stories, I guess you can follow along with
Yeah, I
whenever
think
you're
there's
there.
one for like a missing person. We
Yeah.
didn't do much with that. We just kind of read some of the files.
Right.
You
But-
could spend all day there trying to solve
Yeah, you
this
could spend like an
missing
entire
person.
day there trying to just figure this out.
We spent a couple hours there just exploring, but not following any storyline really.
So, I mean, just for looking around, I mean, we spent, like you said, a couple hours.
And I still think there's probably things I didn't see.
Well, yeah, because I know there's some things I probably didn't see because some of the ones I didn't, like rooms I didn't go through.
Yeah.
We weren't really sure what this was, but it was slimy.
It's kind of the theme of it. You don't really know what most of the stuff is.
Yeah,
It's
you just
supposed to be
kind
interesting.
of go with it.
Yeah. This was a really cool slide that we wish we could have gone down, but it doesn't let you go actually through it. It stops like 4 feet above the ground, so it would have been a rough fall, but
Yeah.
it would have been cool if you could have gone on the slide.
There's probably like lights in there, something like flashing the lights inside it.
Maybe. They did have it blocked off though, so we couldn't
No.
get that close.
Unless you got stuck in there, then you get in trouble. And there she is trying to solve mysteries.
There are like, if you've ever played like the crime solving games where they give you clues, that's kind of what this was. There are numbers you have to call. When you pick up the phone, they really talk to you. Like it's a recording. It's not a live person, but there is information that you get from these things that are all around the place. It's very interactive.
It's very, like everything there seemed pretty much interactive.
I don't really remember what this part was.
I don't know, but the lights did go off. They were initiating something during this, so I think someone was doing like part of the store or something. But the lights go off, and then they eventually come back on. But whenever this happened, I was like, "Oh my god, what's going on?" This room reminds me of like a safe, like a giant bank,
Oh yeah, kind of, yeah.
like a vault, pretty much.
Yeah, like a vault. It was big in there.
Yeah. No, this.
None
I
of
mean,
those things moved, I don't think, but they were
No.
pretty cool looking to see them.
You know, I mean, it's cool to just be by though. They're huge, obviously.
Yeah.
And-
Another tunnel.
Yeah, that is another tunnel entry exit way you can go.
I did like this spot. This was fun in there. It definitely is hard to capture from the video, but it was the moving lights were really cool looking.
Yeah. All of this is really hard to kind of tell throughout this video, but I mean, if you ever go, it's very. I mean, the video doesn't capture like all of the crazy, like the lights.
I felt like I needed a selfie with the moving lights. I don't know.
Hey,
2 a.m.
she's a cutie. So leaving that room, I mean, obviously there's additional more rooms, and every room is just different, like
Very different.
like either flashing lights or the colors, or it's also helpful they have little places to sit.
Yeah, they have those kind of sprinkled throughout the place where you can sit and look at the moving
Yeah,
attractions, I guess, that are there.
which obviously Jennifer had to tap on that for some reason.
How to do it.
Just gotta make sure it's still there.
It was.
And then, as you can see, we got Ashlyn attempting to go in. She was nervous. It seemed like.
Where's Susie? Most of them do kind of come back out to the same area. Or you can kind
Yeah.
of get back to where you're going no matter where you go. But
This
I don't
is-
even think I went through this one.
No, but it's just cool to be able to go through different
Very cool.
paths to get to where we're trying to get to. This tunnel was pretty cool, I thought.
I think some of the things I missed is because I didn't go through all of the different exits and tunnels that were there. I kind of just kept going through the regular path, and then I missed this really cool spot. But I did come out here and definitely play with this for a little bit.
If
It
you-
was a lot to do.
If you like to just press buttons all the time, this is the place to come.
It's
You
the
can
place
literally
to
just
go.
walk around and press buttons.
Touch things.
That's what she loves to do, press buttons.
Touch things.
You can do that here.
A lot of hand sanitizer.
Yeah, a lot of hand sanitizer. I don't remember what this thing does, some kind of atomy thing, but every time you press a button, it kind of does something different. And then same with this is kind of digitalized.
This is the lab
Oh, yeah,
floor
the
part, so
elements.
it's supposed to be
Yeah.
like a lab, and it's got all
Yeah.
kind of lab type things in it. Science.
It makes you feel like you're like a scientist or
Yeah.
something.
Even though we don't even know what's happening here.
Even though I got a PhD in none of this.
I also have that. This was cool. We got to feel like we were looking at the security cameras.
Yeah, this was cool. They have cameras. It looks like fix everything. Although I found myself, but I couldn't
found
find.
myself.
I found myself, but I couldn't find Jennifer in any of these cameras.
Yeah, we were probably in some little room or something.
Probably in some secret, no camera access room.
Probably. High security.
Yeah, high
Clearance.
security. I don't have high security clearly.
Oh yeah, this was more of like the office inside the lab floor. So this was like where the scientists would be sitting and solving all of the mysteries. So we were pretending to do that. We were working really hard for a little bit.
You guys
we
were working really hard.
Didn't find any information or solve anything at all, but we did try really hard.
Yeah,
to
and
listen.
also it may look smoky in this video because I think it is. I think they had some fog, a little fog in it. Did you notice a fog
A little
here?
bit. It was like a little bit.
There's a little fog in there,
Cloudy in there.
which I think they kind of had it for the look of it, but
I
then
don't
they
know what any of that stuff
yeah, I
is.
don't know. They just had some weird little trinkets
Yeah.
sitting around.
Palm analyzers and
Oh,
whatnot.
yes. If you ever go to Whole Foods, they have the palm reader. So I'm not sure that's what that was, but
Maybe.
by Amazon, so probably not. Also, the floors are super cool with all these lights, and with the fog as well. It kind of makes it cooler. But you can spend like I don't know, like a good 30 minutes in each room, really,
Definitely
if you wanted to.
could, because there's just all these weird things that have like, things to read about. Like there's clues about what they are, and
Yeah.
like they are funny. There were a lot of like drawers in these desks that had files and things that you could read, but again, we didn't really solve the
Yeah, I
mysteries.
didn't open up any of the drawers.
Oh, I definitely did
Probably
that.
should have done some of that.
I had whole files out, like I was really at work.
So yeah, this place is very interactive. Like everything pretty much there.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even open up the drawers. I guess you could open the drawers.
She was like getting clues off the whiteboard and calling the numbers and things.
So the lab coats, I'm assuming those are probably the employees, but just like back whenever they first started, those used to be like the people who would put art in there, that stuff in there. This room was interesting. It was like a whole like VIP. I'm assuming these aren't real people, but it's cool. One of them looked like Tony Stark. I think we already passed him. It says internet, and it turns out it's actually the internet room. They have their network switches and all that. There's the server, so
Can't go in that one.
they actually utilize that room.
Yeah, I didn't look too closely at these pictures when I walked down
Yeah, I
there.
feel like there's probably a story with those people, and they're probably something similar with what's going on here.
We definitely got lost from each other a few times, so we saw some different
Yeah.
things. Did you see the one with the big faces that were like in the mirrored one where it looked like there were these big giant sculpture faces all over?
No,
That
I
one
don't
was
think
pretty cool. I think it was in one of these, down one of these hallways.
So yeah, see, it's like you have to spend like a whole day here so you can see everything.
Yeah.
This room was.
Oh, this was fun.
This room was interesting.
It was cool. It definitely like captured you moving and then showed your image on the walls.
Yeah.
But it took a second to realize that's what was happening.
Yeah, because the flashing just kind of blinds you when you walk in, so
Yeah.
you don't really know what's going on until you start staring at the wall. And you're like, oh, that's just like capturing images of yourself.
So the rest of the group that I was with, when Mario was here by himself, like definitely we were dancing and doing some pretty funny images on those walls.
Yep, another lab coat person, probably an employee. I did not go in this room because I just thought it was like some kind of mail room.
If you read those boxes, they have like funny products on them. But that
Nice.
was like supposed to be the employee lounge, so there were like lockers, and it opened up into a secret doorway that you could go through another hall.
Nice. I should have went in there, but I didn't. This room was pretty cool too. It kept changing colors. It was like all that stuff in the street was like a net type thing, like a fishing net type of vibe. And I also lost everybody, so I was trying to find where everyone was at. But as you can see, this place is just huge. I mean,
very
it's big.
And I'm glad we were there when it wasn't super busy because you didn't feel rushed to go through the exhibits. You were
Yeah.
able to sit there and play around for a little bit without a bunch of people waiting to get it.
Yeah, I feel like if it was super crowded, then it would just be
You'd feel hurried through it.
yeah. So if you guys do go, definitely check it out in the morning.
I didn't get to this part. This one was really cool.
Yeah,
I
this
didn't
is
see
supposed to be like some radioactive leakage that went on the floor.
Bummer.
It's super cool. I mean, yeah, I'm stepping in. Not good.
Foot
Not good
fell
at all.
off. So-
I'm surprised they let me back on the airplane. But yeah, and it just kind of opens up into a giant puddle of leakage.
Ew.
Um,
Yeah, I definitely didn't get to see any of that part.
and then hey, I
Well,
found everybody.
We were up there, so
They were all up top.
we were in a whole different level, pushing buttons.
Yes, pushing buttons. Like I said, you could just keep pushing random buttons and just kind of, and everything does something.
This one made music. This one was like it made like beats.
Yeah.
If you push the buttons, so we were making.
Right. I had to get
album.
I had to get a close up on her ring, so go ahead and pause on that moment. Hey. But yeah, beats, you know, I mean, he made beats, but there was other people messing with it as well, so I didn't have the audio on because it was just kind of a blur of everything.
It also took like everybody's beats that they were making and put them together into one thing, so it
Yeah.
sounded very intense.
Yeah. But at the end of Omega Mart, we decided to have one drink. Well, one drink.
I think we did.
It was nice. This place was pretty cool. It was super empty when we got there. So like I said, if it was like midday, then it was probably packed in there. But
Yeah.
we got there at a perfect time, and it was.
We were already drinking though, so it was fine. But like the windows that are open right behind the bar, go look into Omega Mart,
Yeah.
into the actual like store area of Omega Mart.
We did try a interesting drink with an interesting fruit on it. It was like
A buzz button
a
or
buzz
something?
button.
I can't remember what it was called.
I don't know if you guys have heard of a buzz button, but it kind of like numbs.
It did. It like numbed the whole
Yeah.
mouth.
It was
It
really-
wasn't our. You didn't get that drink either, did you?
No, I
One
just
of our
had a piece
friends
of it.
did, and tried it. We tried one of them. And it was a very weird sensation, but it definitely numbs your entire mouth.
Yeah, it was interesting. So just remember that if you want to check that out, I would definitely try that.
It doesn't last too long, but it was a weird feeling.
Yeah. But
I think next time we go back, we definitely want to check out some of the other things inside Area 15.
yeah,
It is
we
a really
definitely
big spot.
like. So you could probably spend a whole day in Omega Mart and then a whole day exploring everything else around Area 15. And then probably another whole day just trying to do everything
Yeah.
inside of Area 15. So it's really cool. So I guess the question is Omega Mart worth it?
I think the tickets were like $50, and we definitely could have spent much longer there even if we wanted to. So to me, I think it was worth it.
And considering the outside and it's free to actually just walk around Area 15, then I think it's pretty worth it.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. So if you go to Vegas, definitely check out Omega Mart.
Unique experience.
Very unique, and I'm glad we were able to.
Yeah.
I'm glad we were able to see it.
And would be great for kids or a family too, because there were
Yeah.
plenty of things that
Oh,
kids
yeah.
could be touching and looking
Right.
at, and it's
And
very
kids love touching
fun-looking.
things, so
Yeah.
you can do it. So again, thanks for guys for watching. Again, we'll be trying to at least post a video at least once a week. Feel free to like and subscribe so you can keep getting notifications. And thanks again. I guess we'll see you next time. Peace.